the savior of Davon's Watch and the Virak Siegebreaker. Thank Vivek you're here. Kragenmoor has been taken. Tarnval Indoril entered town at the head of his personal vanguard and demanded an audience with the Grandmaster. Now the vanguard patrols the streets. They command in Kragenmoor. I don't know, but when he came out from talking to our Grandmaster, he was in charge. Our house elves and slaves alike are terrified. If you want to help, please speak with our Grandmaster. Maybe he'll listen to a new voice. Please speak to the Grandmaster. He's sure to listen to the hero of Fort Virak. Everyone who wants to ascend the Tormented Spire must speak to the Grandmaster of Kragenmoor. House Drez controls access to the peak. It's an ancient site of magic and blood. Drez holds a magical pattern for a key, a mystical focus that allows you to pass the veil protecting the spire. Only with the key can one make the climb to the summit.
Worse than a dark elf slave. A dark elf slave's wit. Dark elves you are trying my scale.
Surely we can compromise on that. Remember, Grandmaster, the urgency of our business.
As you say, Captain. As you say.
Why? What gives you the...
Oh. A hero of Fort Virak. Honor to you and your house. What brings a war hero of the Ebonheart Pack to distant Kragenmoor? I would be more welcoming, but today important matters distract me. Apologies, but the Vanguard demands my attention at the moment. If you have further questions, and I'm sure you do, speak to my seneschal.
Quickly, friend. Over here. Caution, stranger. Speak quietly, lest one of the Vanguard hear us. Tarnval Indoril and his Vanguard stopped here on the way to the Tormented Spire. At first, the Grandmaster refused Tarnval access to the mountain. Then Tarnval snapped. He ordered his Vanguard to take the Grandmaster's son hostage. Tarnval has lost control. He must be stopped, but first, the Grandmaster needs help. Nadra Slaw upstairs will know more. Go, and good luck.
Honor to you and your house. What can I do for you? No. We'll need to take the information from the Vanguard. As I see it, you have two options. You could sneak into their barracks here in town, or you could assault their camp. You'll need a disguise to appear as one of the Vanguard. The sentry at the door is turning everyone else away. Once inside, try to stay out of sight. Speak to Kasha. I hear she might have what you're looking for. The Vanguard set up camp east of town. When Tarnval went to the spire, he took most of his troops with him. Those left behind won't like someone just wandering in. They're spoiling for a fight. Excellent. What have you decided? Good luck. Beware their blades. Even the inexperienced members of the Vanguard are deft swordsmen. Once you've found what we're looking for, get back here and report to Danu. She'll know what to do. Of course, I'll tell you anything I can. Tarnval Indoril left them behind after his talk with Grandmaster Drez. Our Grandmaster is the only one who can grant access to Tormented Spire. He must have agreed. Tarnval went that way. It's an ancient site of blood, magic, and power. Sadal, the brother of Strife, is held prisoner there. We think Tarnval wants to use the Coral Heart to free Sadal. He would unleash the monster on the Daggerfall Covenant. Each great house has its sphere of influence. Would you begrudge the Hlalu their merchant contracts? House Drez has done much to help civilize the less fortunate races. And besides, we are now forbidden to enslave our pact allies.
The look on your face. You've discovered where the Grandmaster's son is being held? Truly, the honored dead of Kragenmoor have been interred in those tombs for centuries. They were built to honor the Daedra in the time of the Chimer. Well done indeed. That tomb complex will be well defended. Take care. The tomb is buried in the mountainside. There's a tunnel that will take you right to its entrance. You can find the tunnel by leaving Kragenmoor through the western pass.
Flank, now!
Split up! Scatter!
are you? What do you want with me? Thank the three. Look, I know just how to get out of here. I used to play in these tombs as a child. Follow me quickly back to the city. We must speak to Father. You arrived in the nick of time. Out safely, I see. Thanks again for your timely aid. Together we've begun the liberation of Kragenmoor. Let's get to my father. We'll run these Indoril out of town.
My son is free, and my hands are unbound. Now, the Vanguard will learn the price of threatening House Drez. Accept the thanks and esteem of House Drez. Now that my son is safe, I entrust the second key to Tormented Spire to you. Use it. Stop Tarnval Indoril. I will always be in your debt for freeing my son. Yes. The Vanguard made the error of taking advantage of my noble house. I want that error corrected. Grand Master Indoril appointed his senior aide to command the Vanguard. I believe the man's name is Captain Dunvero. Kill him. That is the price of affronting the Drez.
You have the gratitude of Sendrez, my new friend. I'd raise a goblet of wine with you, if there was time, but there isn't. Father's given you the key then. Excellent. I'll make a mark on your map. You should find a cave there that leads to the path up the slope. There should be 2 ward stones at the entrance, each attuned to a constellation. The Atronach and the Tower, if I recall. The key should allow you to disrupt those stones, and any others you encounter on your journey. 3 guide your steps.
Welcome back to the fight, my friend. This mountain's been rumbling for hours, and we're stuck out here, blades in our hands, and no one to stab.
So, did you get the key from the Grandmaster at Kragenmoor?
Now that you're here, he'll take the fight to the mountain. To Tanvor. He's already inside. After he disabled the ward, Walks in Ash managed to get some troops inside. The ward came back up almost immediately afterward. Damn that old dark elf's hide. Sure, Bones. What would we do without you? Bring down the ward and I'll lead the boys in. Go on ahead and find Walks in Ash. These ward stones are the only thing stopping us. Disable them if you can. I've been better, my friend. Tanvor and I have been shield brothers since the war, but Kain saved me. I might have to kill him to stop him. I don't want to think about it.
Allies have broken through. Press the attack!
Go around!
The storm rages, but here I am, out of the rain. How goes the battle, my friend? The old protective wards have been restored. We swim against a current that is too strong. Zuth, you're the sun on my scales. The first ward is beneath the ruins just ahead. Other wards are in other ruins, along the approach to the spire. Go swiftly and may the wind be at your back.
friend. I see you've come to stop me. Thank Vivek you're here. Daedra, down in the caldera. We tried to push past them. We failed. Lucky to be alive. I know that now. Sadal summoned the Daedra the moment we arrived. Even with the artifact, I can't control it. One final ward remains. Your key won't work. To disable the ward, you'll need to slay an ancient gatekeeper lurking in the caldera. Summon her at the ritual bowl below us. And listen, I am sorry, my friend. The gatekeeper is the only thing standing in our way. You know why, my friend. The death of my son, Garin. I couldn't bear it. Vivek knows. When I was younger, I had trouble with my anger. It still plagues me. Yes, I should have known. The destruction near Darvin's Watch, my dishonorable orders to the Vanguard, my shame at Fort Virak. I will never be able to atone. I'm sorry, my friend. With the final ward down, the way is clear. Fortunately, Walks in Ash has restored some measure of my strength. Yes, by Vivek. Sadal is trapped between this realm and oblivion. With the final ward down, his prison is vulnerable. Now we can strike. We'll undo the mistakes of House Indoril. The mages who first imprisoned Sadal linger here. The portal to Sadal's realm will not open without their aid. I believe they are angry with me. Speak with them, my friend. Perhaps you can earn their trust. One awaits you on the platform in the center of the caldera. Vivek walk with you.
You bring chaos and destruction to our ordered afterlife. Why are you here? You intrude where you have no place. You weaken the rites it took dozens of mages to craft. Are you insane, mortal? Perhaps. But spell casting of this magnitude requires planning, patience, and perfect execution. You persist. Very well. We used 3 focus stones in our binding ritual. Obtain the focus stone of flame from the southern rim of the caldera. Mind the lava. You look quite flammable. You return. Do you, indeed? Perhaps you aren't as short-sighted as that arrogant Indoril Grand Master. Seek out the spirit of Levisi Gilvain. She was with us during the binding of Sadal. She waits for you now on the stairs above the caldera.
Burn it!
What do you seek, mortal? Trial and error is the essence of spellcasting. Many attempts are necessary before a spell succeeds. Some never succeed. We shall see. Submit to the trials. I'll teleport you to the top of Caldera. Simply retrieve the focus stone at the back of the nearby cave. You'll need to follow the spells we took to contain Sadal. Are you ready? This is the path you must take to bind Sadal. It's neither easy nor straightforward, rather like your mortal lives. I find myself almost impressed, but before the way to Sadal's prison opens, there is another test. My colleague guards the final focus stone. Are you ready?
You again? Again, I find myself talking to you. Very well. As you've already seen, completing a complex spell requires precision. Controlling the ebb and flow of magicka is the heart of spellcraft. The cave behind you holds the final focus stone. To reach it, you must understand the ebb and flow of magic. You represent all living mortals here. Try not to embarrass yourself. Your results? So you do. Unlike the Grand Master, you've proven you can act with planning, patience, and courage. Now, with our aid, you can reforge Sadal's bindings. We'll return to the caldera. Place the foci around the caldera platform. The other mages and I will take it from there.
By the three, you've done it!
Holgun, Walks in Ash, the Vanguard, and myself will follow you into oblivion and beyond. Gar entrusted you. Only wish I had done the same. A word with you before we enter the portal. We're here because of me. So many have died. I've shamed myself and my house. There's no guarantee we'll survive what comes next. Whether we do or not, you must promise me something. If I survive, I'm resigning my position. After me, Holgun is to be the commander of our forces in Stonefalls. The houses will have to promote another Dark Elf to my old position. Until then, Holgun is the only one I trust to safeguard the Pact. Hold the portal. We don't want to be trapped here.
Weaklings! You think to enter my realm?
Pretty confident, isn't he?
Burn! Burn in flames!
Those poor creatures. May their souls find soft mud wallows.
Kind preserve us. Another ward. Can you open it?
Looks like it's just us. Stay close.
Lovely.
Fire will consume you! The needs are naught but dust and ash. Now you will join them. Scorch! Scorch and Stonefalls will burn!
Stand clear of the flames. Coralhard can break his shield. Defend me!
Protect Tarnval. Now, forward the pack! Ease, Kragenmoor.
Fall back! I need a moment to rest.
Cut those skeletons down. Don't let them reach Tarnval.
Glory for the pack!
The storm breaks. Let the lightning strike.
Fall back! He's too powerful! We'll never break him! Finish it! Finish what we started!
Tarnval, what are you doing?
Summon the Guardians. I'll open a portal. Time to get out of here.
Tarnval, I'll see you in Sothergard, my sheep.
safe. I would prefer not to do that again. The Brothers of Strife are imprisoned. The storm is past. The spire is silent again. It is over, at least for now. He returned to wisdom at the end. Holgan will grumble, but he will lead. At least until the great houses choose another. As for me, I must return to my tribe. I will bask in the sun and try not to think of storms. Stay moist, my friend.
Honor to you, my friend. I had to say farewell. The honor of my house has been restored. Stonefalls is safe, and soon, Garin and I will be side by side. May the three watch over you.
My shield brother is gone. He died as well as anyone could. Let's return to Kragenmoor and drink to his memory. He what? Kine take him, wherever he is. I'm sure the old bastard is laughing at me. Imagine, leading the military here alone. I suppose I should thank you, my friend. Without you, well, I hope to see you again before we meet at Sovngarde.
I can't believe this. Injured on my first real mission. I just arrived from Deshan. Dethisum sent me. Perhaps you've heard of him? He's the consul for the town of Circamora, the Cirque. I'm here to spread the word and warn people about the Lodos Plague. It is a terrible sickness that is ravaging the Deshan countryside. Look, I need to send word to my cousin Dandri. You can find her at the Cirque. Can you take this letter to my cousin? I'd appreciate it. Thanks for your help. Make sure you tell my cousin that I'm all right. If you head south, you won't be able to miss the Cirque. Tell her I'll return home as soon as I'm able. Bandits. They robbed me, roughed me up. But I'll live. And a few bruises won't stop me. I have a plague to warn people about. I wonder, though. One of the bandits had a Molborn recruiting letter. I saw it sticking out of his pack as he beat me. Dethisum doesn't trust them. Neither does his sister, Arona, as far as I can tell. They do appear to be too good to be true. They claim to be able to cure anyone afflicted with the plague. That's why they set up the quarantine at the Cirque. Neither had I. Not until they showed up on our doorstep. They seemed to be some kind of altruistic society dedicated to helping the afflicted of Morrowind. Now that I think about it, they did have an awful lot of weapons for a group of healers. It's pretty bad. People all over the region are getting sick. And they say that the plague turns the afflicted into monsters. The town consul, Dethisum, sent me to get help and warn other settlements about the plague. Well, truth be told, you're the first person, other than the bandits I've run into, and the afflicted heading for the Cirque. There's a lot of them. Word of the curative has spread faster than the plague itself, as far as I can tell. That's what the Molborn claim. They showed up at the Cirque and set up a quarantine. They're offering their curative to anyone who wants it. Dethisum isn't convinced they're telling us the whole truth.
twice before you cross me.
Is it done? Is Captain Dunveril defeated? It is well. You've proven the strength of my great house, and you brought my son home safely. I now name you the Hand of Drez, and offer you my aid, should you need it in the future. To their friends, the Drez are generous.